Sky Cable TV Kenya, Beyond the Real.
A very good afternoon to you, my dear viewer. Today being the 18th of February, the year is 2022. We are almost coming to the end of our second month of the year. This is flying by so fast. And welcome to Sky Cable TV News, this at 1 p.m. I'm Wanjiku Njau. The Archbishop Ole Sapit has called on to Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and other political leaders to tone down emotions just as we are heading to the August polls.
We continue to urge IEBC to make adequate preparation that will ensure that the results are widely accepted in order to save the country from a prolonged electioneering period. To do this, the House of Bishops have suggested the following to the IEBC. 1. A multi-sectoral monthly reporting system on state of preparedness by the IEBC. 2. IEBC to set up a multi-agency working mechanism with other commissions to ensure that bribery, misuse of government resources, incitement, hate speech, election offenses are all dealt with in a timely manner. 3. Set up a system of curbing gender-based violence and ensuring that the campaigns are peaceful and free from violence. 4. The IEBC to prepare the voters' register in good time to avoid confusion on the voting date. In the same breath, we urge the leaders, especially the President of the Republic of Kenya, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, and his Deputy William Ruto, and Right Honorable Raila Odinga, and all other leaders to tone down the emotions in their campaigns. Political leaders have a special responsibility of promoting issue-based and sober campaigns that will save the country from catastrophe in the election or in the post-election period. We urge the President, His Excellency, to make necessary sacrifices and raise above partisan politics, being the father figure of the nation. We encourage and urge him to remain the focal point of national unity as he leads the nation. We also appeal to all and sundry to respect the person and office of the President, that our politics is conducted with dignity and decorum. In conclusion, we shall continue to play our role of mediation, of civic education, of study.
Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i has said the Tot High School principal was negligent by allowing the school bus to operate past 6:30 yesterday. That is an incident where a driver, 2 teachers and 13 students were attacked at Aror Migor Road at Kerio Valley, Elgeyo Marakwet County at 10:30 p.m.
The attack we had on the school bus in Todd last night ought not to have happened in the first place, because that school was in violation of government policy of moving children beyond 6 o'clock at night. The attack took place at 10:30. I've spoken to the Inspector General of Police this morning. You good people in education and the particular TSC will do your job after we have done ours. And I agree with the Inspector General, we will arrest that principal and he has to be prosecuted for violating public policy. Because you see, these things are not in place just for the heck of it. They are there because we want to keep our children safe. Whether our kids are in Nairobi or in Nakuru or in Kisii or wherever they are, no school buses are supposed to be on the road beyond 6:30 in the evening, period. And in an area where we have an operation, it's much more important that we are more careful about the responsibilities that we have and about the safety of our kids.
A family in Kemondo village, Teso South Sub-County in Busia County are pleading for justice after their 10-year-old girl, Joy Nabwire, was allegedly hit by a car and died on the spot after she was sent home for examination balance. This comes at a time when the Cabinet Secretary Professor George Magoha banned teachers from sending students home due to school fees balance arrears.
Gongwa na gari. Mimi nikatoka kwenda kweli nikapata mtoto wangu amekufa. Alikuwa hajafika hapa. Sasa niliambiwa kwamba alikuwa ametuma balance yenye ilikuwa imebaki. Mimi kama mzazi ningeona shauri hivi wazazi, walimu, badala ya kutuma mtoto nyumbani, wao wakiandika kabarua, jioni mtoto akirudi, alafu analetea mzazi ya kwamba wanataka pesa zenye ama wanataka pesa kwa shule badala ya kumtuma nyumbani.
Ningelipenda kuwasihi walimu kwamba once watoto washafika shuleni wasiwe watu ama wasiwe viongozi wa kuweza kutumatuma watoto huku nyumbani tena, kwa sababu watoto hawa bado ni wadogo, bado hawezi kutazamia sheria za barabara kwa njia ifaayo.
So the truth of the matter is that this child was not chased away because of any extra levy as was initially alleged in the press by the parents.
Wewe huwezi tuma mtoto jioni, wewe nenda kesho ukuje na pesa, maambia mzazi aje hapa hivi. Sasa hata kama ni wewe saa hii umeenda shamba, pengine umeenda kutafuta vile mtoto anajisaidia, unapata ripoti ati mtoto maafa ndiye.
A group of self-help group women from Lengubat, Rimoi in Soiwado, Singishu County have launched an initiative dubbed as Kuku Harvest to enable vulnerable members from the community and self-help group to venture into small-scale entrepreneurial activities.
Kila mama ajue anaweza. Bora ukue na marafiki. Kile jambo ya muhimu hapa ni ukue na marafiki wa mama wenzako. Na hakuna mama ambaye ana kuku. Kama una kuku, uko na mayai, uko na mahindi kidogo, uko na chakula ya kuku, hata ile container ya kulisha kuku, anything kuku. Ingekuwa mapenzi yangu sana kama siku ya leo nitapata wamama watatu ama wawili wenye watasema hata mimi mkuje Kuku Harvest nini kwangu, na hiyo itakuwa sasa furaha yangu. Nikasema itakuwa mzuri nikianzisha mradi ambayo inaitwa Kuku Harvest. Ile motivation sana ni kwa sababu niko na chama ambayo pia inaitwa Lea Mtoto Africa. Lea Mtoto Africa ni community based organization ambayo ni ya wamama hawana wazee ama wale tunaita single mothers. Hiyo kikundi tulianzisha 2018 na tumekuwa tukijaribu kutafuta mradi ambayo itatusaidia, because we want this program to continue to all women, so that all women can be empowered. Na ninajua kwamba kuku ikitoka pembe nyingi lazima itibiwe. Nikaita ofisa wetu wa agriculture wa livestock aweze kuja kutibu wakati naingiza ndani, na ndio ningependa wale ambao watakuwa na Kuku Harvest waige hiyo mfano. So that is why we have gone this day.
CS James Masharwell, talking to the media today, says that the 12.5 billion Kenya shillings Eastern Bypass project expansion is set to be completed by June this year.
So, the rest it was completed around 2014. You can see now the kind of traffic levels which we have. And so we decided that it was important to dwell all the way from here, near the airport, all the way to Roiro, a distance of 27 kilometers, to make sure that we have proper connectivity. Because you can see from the airport, it joins now the Thika superhighway. That superhighway is actually part of what we call the Great North Road, which starts from Cairo all the way to Cape Town. And so this is almost like a bypass connecting the link of the northern Great North Road from Nairobi all the way to Thika. We are doing this also because the connectivity to the UN. UN have been actually raising concerns that if you have, God forbid, an emergency, you will not be able to evacuate the UN staff from the Gili, UN, to the airport, which is just next door here. And so we did this as a matter of urgency to make sure that we can have clear evacuation from the UN all the way to the airport. And so it's a very major piece of infrastructure in terms of the overall master plan of Nairobi. We are very happy with the progress. We only started a few months ago, but now you can see it's already 30% complete. The purpose is to make sure we can complete this road by June this year. And the contractor is working very hard to make sure that we actually meet that target.
And with that story, we come to the end of our news bulletin here at Sky Cable TV News Desk 1 p.m. More news will keep coming to you on our social media platforms at Sky Cable TV Kenya, on Facebook and on Twitter at SkyCable_TV. And I will also see you once it strikes 7 p.m. East African time right here from Nairobi, Kenya. I am wishing you a very lovely afternoon. I am Wanjiku Njau.